Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with my favorite deck to take advantage of the overpowered cards in the meta and fully abuse them to their maximum potential. The Evolved Lumberjack and Evolved Wallbreakers are super strong right now. Mostly the Evolved Lumberjack because when it dies and it's raged up, the ghost stays alive forever. If the Evolved Lumberjack ghost spawns anywhere near the tower, the opponent is cooked. And having Dagger Duchess allows you to beat Goblin Barrels and bait cards when you don't have Log or Bar Barrel. Players without big spells that decide to spam into you will be donating elixir and giving you a free win. Musketeer's attack speed on the first hit of each shot is decreased by 13%, meaning it will fire 13% faster every first attack. And by far my favorite thing about this deck is beating tank decks without big spells. Three Musketeers are finally a viable card in Clash Royale, and it feels so good because they are one of my main decks in the game. It's time to bring together the buffed cards and the best cards in the game to assert dominance. And massive Musketeer love to everyone that's using creator code SIRTAG, making this channel possible. All right, so with this deck, our method behind the madness is to spam as many elixir collectors as we can. Otherwise, we're gonna just fail. You need to get elixir advantages. Otherwise, Three Musketeers are one of the worst cards in the game. I mean, they did get a bit of a buff, so the first attack is like 13% faster, something like that. But yeah, if you can't power up the Three Musketeers, they're going to be rather useless since they are such a hefty sum of elixir. So our strategy here is to actually go for Three Musketeers all on one side, because it seems like to me that my opponent has no resources on defense. They just don't appreciate or believe in defense. It's just full offense all the way. Jeez, dude. All right, so you're going to go Mega Knight. It's going to jump nearby, so I want to make sure that I'm able to pull it to the maximum distance here. Wait, I even need to go Wall Breakers. No, it worked. We pulled the Battle Healer. Wait, that was phenomenal. Yo, I was doubting it for a sec, and I shouldn't have even once. That's believably amazing spot for us, I guess. I think I can go Heal Spirit. If he drops anything on top of the Musketeers, our Muskies are going to stay alive. E-Barbs are directly on the tower, and as you can see, if you match into someone that's got a beatdown push, and they don't have a big spell, they're going to get sent to hell. There's no way that they're able to break through you. Also, wait, there's a shot I can just keep going. Because I can go for Three Musketeers here with the Evolved Lumberjack. All right, the Evolved Lumberjack was supposed to go in front, but it's fine. It's always calculated out here, guys. Three Musketeers at the bridge on our opponent's side of the arena. This is where we got to demoralize this dude for running this stack. I have 4 Musketeers on the field, and I'm also fielding Evolved Wallbreakers here too. Screw it, let's rage it up. He's done. That was the easiest win of my life. So, great way to start the day, cruising through and crushing our opponent with a 3-crown when they're running a toxic deck like Mega Knight Elixir Golem. Man jumped through with a Mega Knight on top of our 3 Musketeers on the last second, and we made him jump out of the match with our Evolved Wallbreakers and Lumberjack Evolution. Alright, so we're aiming for 4 wins in a row, and nothing else will be accepted out here. I just worked out, so I'm a little bit tired, but hey, I don't think that our opponents are ready or tired of Evolved Wallbreakers just yet. I think that Evolved Wallbreakers, I was looking at pro tier lists, and they were all ranking them at A tier or higher, which is kind of crazy. That Evolved Wallbreakers used to be like a non-used evolution, barely played by anyone, and then people like Boss CR, who's like finished #1 in the world in a global tournament, are actively rating Evolved P.E.K.K.A in like the F tier. I don't believe that. I don't think that's real. Maybe he's just trying to start controversy or something, but he did put it there. And then a lot of other pros are putting it at C tier, so Evolved P.E.K.K.A just isn't as good as it used to be after the P.E.K.K.A got an absolute nerf. So since the P.E.K.K.A's range is a little bit shorter, it's not going to be able to attack things that it typically would. And if you guys remember in the recent balance changes, Evolved P.E.K.K.A's range now doesn't allow it to stay locked on a tower. So if you're trying to push an Evolved P.E.K.K.A off of your tower, you weren't able to do that before, but now since it has a little bit shorter range, if you drop like E-Barbs where I'm hovering it right now and it pushes back a P.E.K.K.A, what will happen is P.E.K.K.A will get knocked off of your tower and then retarget on Elite Barbarian instead of continuously hitting your tower. Also, looking at this game, I guess we're playing against another beatdown player without a big spell, so this is just unbelievably good for us. The fact that we're able to do these types of plays and get away with it is hilarious. Let's go and cycle 3 Musketeers all on one side. Typically, you want to split them up and do dual lane pressure, but I think this guy is just dead. He says, good game already. Let's see how traumatized he's about to be when we go and spam an Evolved Lumberjack and rage it up. Because this is the death march. This is the push of doom. It is the least fair thing in the game. A lot of people, oh wow, he is playing P.E.K.K.A. A lot of people are putting Lumberjack Evolution in its own tier of overpoweredness, like above everything else. So the way it works is right now, it's going to die, but it's going to stay alive until the rage expires. And we can just rage it up again. The Lumberjack's still alive, and he can't even target it. Like, that thing's just going ham on the 3-crown. Another 3-crown again? Yo, it's light work out here, and we are lighting people up. We're going to go for a Lumberjack first, so then we can go and get the Rage from the Lumberjack, so our Evolved Wall Breakers can hopefully... Yeah, I was just going to say. If they explode anywhere near the tower, we still get enough damage to 3 crown. All we were looking for was the proximity there, and that was definitely the play. We're taking 3 crowns only today. All right, this guy's flexing a lot of 20 wins in the banner, so he's definitely going to be a pretty good player. Hopefully, he's going to have a big spell or a bit more of a challenging deck, because we do not want to play against another Elixir Golem player that's going to get shredded by 3 Musketeers. Oh, wow. So he's probably going to be playing Mega Knight if we see a Bandit and a Miner. So this is going to be one of those decks that we super want to drop our Elixir Collectors in the middle, because if we drop it behind the tower, there's a higher likelihood that we're not going to be able to determine where he's dropping the Miner, and we can't catch the Miner with our Berserker for a +1 Elixir trade, and then keeping the Elixir Collector alive is even better for us. That's kind of what we're hoping for. So, unfortunately, this is maybe not going to be great. I'm going to Heal Spirit, and we do kill it. All right, cool. We have Evolved Lumberjack, so if you look at the tunnel pathway of the Miner underground, and you look at the direction it's digging, then you're going to be able to determine where it's going to be, and you can counter it with your cards. So, I'm going to probably go E-Barbs, honestly. So, we'll see how that goes. Or we could go Berserker. There's a lot of different things I can do. So I'm going to go Berserker here since it is the cheapest possible card for us to cycle to another Elixir Collector. Then I'm going to go Lumberjack, expect him to drop the Miner in that spot, and I got it. Beautiful. So this is one of those moments that I think I want to go for another Miner counter if he's going to go and spam it. But unless he does that, I think I can just continuously go Elixir Collectors and be okay. Oh, wow. That was phenomenal. That was actually so crazy good. The fact that we ended up getting the Wall Breaker to connect, but mostly like keeping both Elixir Collectors alive. Even though we took a lot more damage, it's an investment in the future, and that's the way I want to play. I want to invest in the fact that he is going to be down Elixir, so then we can power through him with one big push. We are losing the game by right now. It's... Oh! Wait, we just lose? You actually have 3 Musketeers. This is so bad for me. Wait, I might be cooked. I might actually be cooked, unironically. I was trying to get the Berserker to tank for my Musketeer. That did not work either. Wait, I literally lose. Did he just play better than me? I'm so confused. Like, I didn't anticipate this deck at all. Oh, I'm so cooked, guys. I'm so cooked. Ready, Heal Spirit? Leaked Elixir because my cards weren't dropping. I'm an Elixir Collector again. So freaking cooked. Unless we get Lumberjack Evolution and just win. I mean, this is just like one of the most like lame situations ever. Lumberjack's not going to kill everything. So bad for me. Oh, I mean, I guess I can do this. Rage up the Lumberjack so it stays alive. Heal Spirit here. E-Barbs after. I mean, this worked. We killed all of his stuff with the Evolved Lumberjack Ghost, so there's that. This deck just doesn't make sense, dude. Why do you have Electro Dragon in this, too? What the heck? Like, I can't predict this type of craziness. The dude actually has Electro Dragon with Miner and 3 Musketeers. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in my life. I mean, you can't really complain. You just have to take it as you see it, because this is mid-ladder for you, I guess. But he used a 21 players, so I guess he's just trying to cook. Maybe he's just trying to have fun and mess around with new strategies. I don't know. All right, we're going to go for our E-Barbs here, and then we're going to Heal Spirit, and then we're going to Rage it up. I think these E-Barbs could do some damage. I mean, they're definitely going to do something. I just don't know if they're going to take tower. I mean, they're up so much Elixir that I think he's dead. I think he's definitely dead. His deck just doesn't really work on defense. So a lot of times when you play against weird decks that might get you flummoxed and just confused, you have to understand that if you have a better card synergy and your deck actually makes sense, if you play it well after your initial confusion, you'll probably win the game. What I'm trying to say is if your deck is stronger and your opponent's relying on the element of surprise, as long as you don't get startled and slip up, you'll win. All right, time to lock in against a 20-win player. He's flexing the 2024 and 2023 20 wins in the banner, so he's definitely going to be pretty good at the game. We're going to go for a split Evolved Wall Breakers as soon as we can, but the regular ones are pretty good here too. Actually, Evolved Wall Breakers I don't split very often. I typically go and drop them in the same side where our opponent's the weakest. Regular Wall Breakers, I'll split them up because we force Elixir on both sides. So we forced a Snowball and a Knight. So that's going to be a solid 5 Elixir for 2 Elixir spent from us. When we're going for an Elixir Collector, we're already up a lot. Wow. Wait, that was a super well played positioning from our opponent. He knew that I would probably drop something on the Knight last possible second because I wouldn't want it to get near our tower. And he lightninged at that exact moment, encapsulating the unit and hitting the Elixir Collector. So that sucked for me. He got all of the Elixir back that we were able to get out of him, and now we're in a bad spot. I mean, I guess the Mega Knight should get cooked by E-Barbs, and I'm glad that we were able to play against the Mega Knight deck because a lot of you guys have been asking me, how do you beat Mega Knight with this? It's generally just getting Elixir advantage with collectors, and then you're able to collect the win afterward. So hopefully we can make that happen. Can't guarantee anything like that, especially since this guy's playing pretty well, but we're still going to see if we can do it here. Also, Evolved Lumberjack is so broken, so we're just going to like rage it up right when we think it's about to expire. And then we get the Evolved Wall Breakers on the tower too. I mean, this is stupid. Look at the damage. That's crazy. It's actually just crazy. This tower's at 303. 30. That's just wild. I don't even understand. Like, I couldn't even say the words correctly because I was like, 330?
Have you ever had a dream that you...
It's actually just crazy. This tower's at 330. That's just wild. Like, that just doesn't make sense. It's just incinerated by a stupid lumberjack. Oh no, Clash Royale. It's the pay to win moment that you never wanted to see. It is literally the most pay to win card in existence. I was looking at pro players tier lists. I think I said this before, but there's an entirely different tier for Evolved Lumberjack for most pros. And the other thing is, like, if you don't win with your Three Musketeers, like, you actually have to play intelligently to win against Mega Knight in some situations. Like, you want to get elixir advantage, right? But if you play like that, you don't have to. So I'm going to go and try to split this up. We'll see how it goes. He's likely not going to want to lightning me, so see. If I could just I guess tornado him around with just, like, you know, using our correct cards to kite him. I think that's our best play. And then we just go in for a lumberjack here. It feels weird saying that we're going to kite someone with just using, like, supporting cards, but it works like that. It is part of the game. Lumberjack's going to go onto the tower too, so that's huge. Woo! Wait, heal spirit? Oh my gosh! The heal spirit took the freaking tower! For the first time ever, heal spirit conquering. All right, we're going to go for wall breakers here. He has the lightning to kill these muskies. He has the lightning. And we're going to be able to protect it with a lumberjack. We came in lightning the musketeers. Oh my gosh, did we cook him? Yes, sir! He has to go in for a ram rider, and we're going to be able to kite him to the middle with an elixir collector just to be a straight up savage. Well, also, we would have 3-crowned with the musketeers, so, I mean, it didn't even matter if he took the tower here with the ram rider, but what a wild adventure, beating a Mega Knight lightning player when we have 3 musketeers. But I don't even know if it's fair to classify this deck as a 3 musketeer deck when the Evolved Lumberjack steals the show almost every single match. You're essentially spamming elixir collectors, wall breakers when you get the chance because it's going to help your cycle to elixir collectors and evolve lumberjacks, while also using the rage with a lumberjack and evolve wall breakers to win the match. And then the 3 musketeers are a nice added benefit against beatdown pushes because if they stack up stuff in the same side, they automatically lose into musketeers stacked up in one lane, and also the musketeer split lane pressure if you don't break through with the evolved lumberjack. It's just a nice additional way to win. So I think it's a 3 musketeer deck, but the real win conditions are the evolved wall breakers and lumberjack, which should never be the case. But with Clash Royale's terrible balancing in the game right now, that's where we're at. Maybe they'll nerf Evolved Lumberjack to be a bit more balanced and buff 3 Musketeers a little bit more so they can steal this show. Lumberjack acts the like button, subscribe for more content, and check out the pinned comment if you want to see a full-length video on my main channel with this exact deck. I'll see you guys in the next one and have an amazing rest of your day.